I was reading up on the Saudi royal family because, like, Elon Musk is the richest man in the world, but the Saudi royal family is like richer as a group, and like their life is comedy. It is fucking comical what kind of like luxury they live in. Like they got this fleet of gold-plated Lamborghinis and it's like actual gold on them.
Yeah.
Like they're made out of 24 karat shit. And like their house is just it's just this massive thing. They have a fleet that rivals like Delta, a fleet of personal jets. It's crazy how much money they have.
What would you do in life? What would be your motivation to do anything?
You do everything.
Yeah,
You do
like,
anything.
What about what? I don't understand. I guess that's why
Like you
go
just
around
sit
the
down and
submarine.
read a book, probably. Like you just in their library that's like 8 stories tall with ladders everywhere that have 50,000 fucking books in it. The
Dude.
picture of that was cool.
I remember hearing about how quite often in the country that they're in, you would just find hypercars that are dusty and abandoned in the desert all the time.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, fuck it. I'm too drunk to drive home. Somebody come get me. I'll leave this Lamborghini Diablo here.
Yep.
Don't need that shit no more. Like, I'll just leave it here. Should we go get the Diablo? Oh, fuck it. I have like 37 in my garage. Fuck that Diablo.
I got another one.
I got another one.
It's a wild, like, it's hard to comprehend the level of wealth that some of them have. And it's just like, I kind of think it's like, man, it'd be fun, but I think it'd be exhausting after a while. Like, I think, like, it'd just be like, you wouldn't want to do all the stuff. Like, they have these super yachts and shit, but it's like, I don't really like boats. I don't know.
I feel like what gives us purpose is to drive ourselves, physically and financially. Like if you took one of those out, and I mean out completely, like if I had $10 million, I would still be driven financially. But like if I had like $10 billion, what the fuck am I going to do? Like that you completely take that one pillar out of my purpose for like survival. So like now what the fuck am I going to do?
Yeah. And they're like at a place, Bezos is like a builder. Musk is a builder. Like these guys are industrialists. Like they're modern post-industrialists, I guess. The Saudi royal family, they got it's oil money forever. Like they own a country. Like they don't have to build something. And I don't know if they do, like they could for fun, I guess, build businesses, but like that's not what they do. They just exist in wealth. And same with like the British royal family. Like they're not as rich, obviously. But I'm like, what is your like? Why do you guys exist? Like, what do you even do during the day? And they're like, oh, we do appearances, mate, or whatever. And it's like, fuck off. Like, you're strange. I don't get monarchies at all. But yeah, that purpose is like, go achieve something. And like, you're born into having achieved the literal maximum of that thing. I don't know how they function like that because it would be fucking weird. I mean, it'd be fun. Like you go on the yacht party or you just buy an Instagram model for a day or whatever. But then like after that, it's like, well, I mean, I guess I could do that again tomorrow. I don't know.
Yeah. There's a study I read, I don't know, 6 months ago, talking about how kids that grow up extremely wealthy with wealthy parents end up battling depression for their entire lives.
Yeah.
And it's because they like the max amount that they can achieve has been achieved by the time they're like 13. Like, oh, you want to go to Paris? We're going to go to Paris for the weekend. We're going to go to, Sweden. We're going to fly over to Sweden. We're going to party. We're going to go on the yacht. And they're like, I don't know what the fuck to do. And I don't want to use anecdotal evidence, but I have a friend that's his parents, I think their income combined is over $10 million a year. And they gave him like a mansion to just fucking live in. Just free mansion. Here you go. It's great too. I've been there. It's cool. And that dude's on SSRIs out the ass. And like all he does is do drugs all day and doesn't want to do anything. Doesn't bathe, just sits there like all day like this. And I'm like, well, like, what do you want to do? And I'll ask him, you want to go out and do something? And he's like, no, I don't want to do anything. And I'm like,
it's fun to not have any responsibility on a vacation for like a week. But, and like when I was on this vacation, it was very relaxed, very chill. And it was like, oh, okay, this is nice. I don't have to pay attention to a clock or anything. But then it does get to the point where it's like, could I live like this though?
Yeah.
Not for long. Because you just have to, I don't know. I just have to do something. Like I get weirded out when I sit around my house for a whole day without like doing something.
Yeah.
It's very strange.
Dude, if you gave me $1 billion, I would start a NASCAR team and I would spare no expense. And then if I had halfway any ass talent, I would win. Because, if you have that kind of money, you're running equipment out the ass.
I would start 2 NASCAR teams and I would have them race parallel to each other and I would stand on them with a whip as they drive around the track with the reins. Like, let's go, bitches. That's what you got to do.
And for some reason, NASCAR allows it in the rule book because I paid them.